Ah, you thought I was locked up, didn't you? No. Okay. Good morning, everybody. How we doing? What's up? And the world continues to spin. Oh, it was a weird day yesterday. They had no choice but to do that dreaded evil thing that they just really cannot even bear to think about. They had to send us home early. Dun dun dun. A parts issue came up, some other things, and I die laughing because I heard it while I was away, injured. They had an instance where they made them sit here and wait 6 hours for a broke down machine they knew they couldn't fix, immediately. And there was another instance where they made them wait 5 hours. And I'm like, everybody's like, yay, we got paid to do nothing. You know what I'd be saying? You just wasted my time. But you got paid. Money is fleeting. Money can be earned again. Money, they print it all the time. In America, it pretty much means jack squat. Time, you don't get back. You don't get a refund for those hours. You can't whip out a slip when the Grim Reaper comes and go, well, there was 11 hours of my time, that I should get back. Or, you don't get a rebate. You don't get a refund. And everybody's just hunky-dory. I got paid. I'm like, so? I'd be sitting there going, why the hell am I still here? You're wasting my time. You're wasting the company's money. And time you don't get back. Yeah, sadly, yet another hurricane has whopped in, and not much we can do about it. Mother Nature doing what Mother Nature does, every so often. That's why I die laughing. If you go out and buy an electric car, the weather's going to get better. It's going to get cooler. All I can say is, folks, if you like the "How dare you" girl, Greta, I want you to sit down and think to yourself tonight, how many different countries has she been to in the last couple of years, and do you think she walked there? All right. Just like, you got celebrities like the Swifty, telling you everybody that we need to go green, yet they own they own private jets, which means they don't have to be filled up by a security guard. They don't have to have their luggage scanned. And they're making how many flights a year? But that's just me being old foolish. But yeah, I guess Doctor Who News is getting, the Doctor Who magazine's out today. I mean, and I don't know. It's just a lot of people are expecting some momentous news to happen, and the problem is we're between seasons right now, so don't expect anything much. Everybody's worried about series 3 of the new series and all that, and I'm like, if Disney is likely not going to turn it down. I don't think it will, because they consider Doctor Who to be low budget. All right. Oh, trust me, you don't want to know how many work call-ins this place gets in a week. Also, like I said, I hate to be that guy, but you got also a number of people who somehow have these magical disorders that say they can't work more than 8 hours in a day and don't have to do any overtime. But that's just me. That's my opinion. Yeah, you see, the thing is, everybody is assuming that this is a decision about Doctor Who being canceled or not. No. The commission decision is whether Disney is going to continue to distribute it on their channel. It has nothing to do with Doctor Who being canceled or continuing to air. That decision goes to the BBC, not Disney. See, a lot of people are mixing that up. Okay? Now, I think it's more than likely Disney's going to decide in the positive because Doctor Who did really damn well, despite what, the drunkard, the rotten canal, and, the Nardies say. Heck, you got Mornings Wood out there, still going on and on and on about Kathleen Kennedy is going to get fired, and it's been how many years now, and she's still in charge. If I was her, I'd be kissing the feet of Dave Filoni, because he pretty much saved them, I think, with The Mandalorian and all that. Well, I'm not going to give out, let's just say, I don't like to use actual names on the channel, okay? So, Ryan Canal, but I didn't say that. I don't know what you're talking about. Once again, you've some of these guys I love who are out there who are suddenly, TV critics and all that, who probably had, they look like they just came out of the birth canal. I'm like, it's like, even their hair is greased back like they just popped out of there. And the sad part is they're probably the last time they ever see or touch a woman's vagina. But okay, moving forward. Yeah, so I don't know why everybody is panicking about Doctor Who, because Doctor Who cannot be canceled by Disney. Disney can just say we don't want to show it anymore. And then it's the BBC's decision on whether or not the show be canceled. And well, yeah, Disney, like I said, they made a string of bad movie decisions, and I'm sorry, but the last time, like I said, I never, everyone's like, well, blah, 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 so maybe you should support them. I'm like, maybe you should support them. And I'm like, I was not interested in a Madam Web movie. The last time I even heard of Madam Web was when it was one of the later Spider-Man cartoons back in the day. And Madam Web wasn't running around, looking like what's-her-name in a tight outfit. I know. I can't wait till we finally find out who the hell Miss Flood is. Of course, played by Anita Dobson, also known as... Yeah, I like I said, I never bothered to watch it, so I have no dog in that fight, so to speak. So I really can't say much about it. But I had no interest in it. It's like... just like all these other things, like one of the things that people keep popping up, Dexter Origin, Dexter this. Now they're doing NCIS Origins. We already know where all these goddamn characters came from. Why do we need a series detailing it? And also what I hate about prequel series, you already know within a certain amount of years what's going to happen if you've been watching the show. Was it Sony or Disney? Okay, I couldn't remember. I've lost track of all these comic book movies, okay? I'm sorry. I'm not a comic book guy. Yep, there you go. Yeah, Dr. Brian May, astrophysicist and one of the greatest guitar players of all time. Also, wasn't he knighted or something? Sorry, I just can't remember off the top of my head. But also, yeah, Disney-wise, the ones that was really going was, I think the only hit that the Marvel Universe really had in the last couple of years, when we're talking about Disney, is, of course, Deadpool and Wolverine. I could have swore he got a Sir or something like that, Brian May. But I do know he has a doctorate in astrophysics. Because he is an astrophysicist, okay. Matter of fact, he has helped out with the space program on several levels over there, I believe. And what's your recommendations, Dr. May? Next time the shuttle, next time you send a spaceship up, yes. Well, it might affect the orbital path slightly, but I believe the boost shall be increased by 5.6% if we play Princes of the Universe. Okay, sorry. Okay, so Sony is now like I said, I don't keep up with that shit. I'm sorry, it's not my bag really. As far as comic movies and all that go. I think the only one I was interested in seeing this year was Deadpool and Wolverine. I finally got a chance to watch it, sit down and really watch it. And, we had a blast. Also, the new Salem's Lot was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. And, Lady G agrees with me. We are really counting on a suckfest. Okay, thank you very much for reminding me. I kind of knew. It was ringing in the back of my head. Sir Brian May. Also Dr. Brian May. Or is it Sir Dr. Brian May? I don't know how they do that. Nah, I don't look as good as Danny DeVito. I think he's far more handsome than I would ever be. Matter of fact, I think him made up as the Penguin is far more handsome than I'll ever be. Shit. Okay. I do admire I believe, was it his daughter Carla DeVito that was actually in the Meatloaf videos back in the day, even though Ellen Foley did the voice, the singing. I can't remember. It was a whole big thing. I've never watched that series, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I keep hearing about it, but I've never actually sat down and watched it. The DeVito was the Penguin in Batman Returns. Which was back in the Tim Burton era, the two Tim Burton Batman movies. Because he was in there with Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. And then they tried that abortion later on with Schumacher. Oh, God, I felt bad for Schumacher. Poor Schumacher got a bad rap on those movies. And trust me, the movies did suck, the Schumacher Batman movies. But it's because the studio and all them sat down and said, we want a more lighter approach. We want to go back to the zany days. And nobody wanted the zany days. Also, interesting trivia fact, the Cobblepots, Penguin's parents at the beginning of the movie, were played by Paul Rubens, and I can't remember the actress's name, but she was also in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. She is the waitress Pee-wee meets at the dinosaur park or whatever that ends up going to France. I can't remember the actress's name off the top of my head. But they're the ones who ended up playing the Cobblepots who, at the beginning of, Batman Returns. Once again, because another weird title, because Batman didn't go anywhere. Just like the Zygon invasion, when there was no invasion, the Zygons were already here. But okay, that's a whole nother thing. Yeah, Batman Returns, yeah, where Paul Rubens was, you see the Cobblepots at the beginning, they weren't exactly happy with, what they birthed and made the despicable choice of throwing the kid in the river. Well, folks, I have been here a few more minutes than I anticipated, and I'm going to get my butt inside. So please, take care, everybody. Be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy the rest of your week. We only got one more day to go, folks. Today's Thursday, believe it or not, which I can't believe. It seems like it's still Monday. But okay, all right. So take care, everybody. We'll catch you all tomorrow morning. See you on the flip side, kiddies.